Hello guys, I am Pinut Legit and today I will be doing an unusual video. Today I will show you my speedrun attempt in Expedition Antarctica. First of all, as you could see in the background, before I began I buy a speed boost for 20 minutes. It causes my character to move faster, sprinting and jumping included. Usually you also want to buy a jump boost and fall resistance boost, so it's easier and less stressful to beat later parts. But since I am a Chad, I will only use this one boost. We also use the boat to skip a bit of the journey, and the boat itself also costs some coins, so you gotta grind a bit before using the boat. With that said, you'll see I will be jumping quite a lot. This is to move faster, as for us, time is money. And for me, it's so I can complete the speed merchant badge, as well as time flies by. And against the clock, which require to beat the game in 20, 30 and 60 minutes each. I might speed up some parts. There's an in-game timer at the top of the screen, so there's no way I messed with it. After this bridge, there's a simple path up the mountain and then a small jump between ladders. After that we're going on the hillside and doing some more ladder jumps. They will get harder as the game progresses. Then it's a straight walk towards next part. There is this one area in the game where you have to traverse under the water. For casual players, you just follow the line, don't stress, you won't drown if you won't stop for too long. As for me, I already know where the path is, so I'll just save time going straight to the exit. Upon reaching the camp, in this case the first camp, you access a checkpoint. If you die later, you will respawn here and continue. You have 3 lives, after that you start from the beginning again. And since we are speedrunning, there's no time for death. Oh no, an avalanche. Anyways, we don't care. We have to get to the end quickly. We don't stop for nothing, not even an avalanche. Excuse me, I'm walking here. Now we're climbing and going down, let me speed it up a bit. Yeah, that's better. Ladders are the worst thing in these type of games. You sometimes can phase through them, not climb on them or even bounce off of them. So basically, they can be run killers. The plane you just saw was flown by players who reached the South Pole. The plane is flying in a set path, so players can't interact with it really, other than enjoy the view. Now we need to jump and fall high enough to get as much distance as possible but low enough to not get any damage, as health may be needed later. There's also a special secret path that you can use by going below that ladder on the left and going through this ice canyon. It's supposed to be quicker, but I don't think it is. But the path I will be taking here is much faster. Below me is something called a death wall, which is basically a parkour course with a drop that will kill you if you fail. So I will just skip it by going too far to the left and sliding down. Easy as that. Camp 2 is here. Now we're in a place that can deplete our health quickly, deadly waters. If you touch the water, you lose health. I guess it's poisonous. We're gonna take a cheeky ladder shortcut, since we are super quick thanks to the boost we had no problem with making that jump. As the day arises we're approaching breaking ice. There are some people under the ice, unlucky ones. Now we're just gonna walk through this cave and hope to not lose too much health, as the water is still very hurtful. We're gonna take a left here, so we lose some health and also gain some time. Also here's a cool shortcut if you want, just stick to the right. And here are ladders that genuinely killed my runs in the past. Easy first try, let's go. Now it's a straight to the camp 3, I'ma speed it up for you. As you can see, a crashed plane but also camp 3. We're almost at the end, we'll just need to survive the hardest of them all, Beardmore Glacier. Here, you just need to remember the path to the other side, while also doing jumps that are kinda hard. If you fail any of these jumps you will lose tons of health, if not die. That's why it's important to know where and when to jump. We will be kinda skipping some of it and go down, then climb right here and we're again at the top. A cheeky jump here and we fall onto the ladders. Then back in the glacier and from here it's easy way to the end. An empty space between us and the South Pole. There's actually a cool song in the game, but I muted it. Anyways, we did it. Now I am experienced. This is my time, 18 minutes and 15 seconds. GG's indeed, and thanks for watching. Peace.